Well, the U.S. Olympic Committee considering changing the American flag and its Paris 2024 logo. Here's what the current flag looks like, and this is what they would like to change it to in their proposition. Although this is just the early stages of their plan, the redesign would just include 5 stars on it. This all comes amid Olympic hammer thrower Gwen Berry's Stars and Stripes snub controversy. So how do we think this will all play out? Bring our panel back to discuss. And yeah, Derek, I'll start with you because, as I've often said, context means everything. People say, oh, this is just much ado about nothing on the right, and want to ignore the fact that we've just spent the better part of the last year with people calling everything from the Star-Spangled Banner to the Old Glory a racist incarnation that should be thrust out of society forever.
All I'm going to say is hell no. Hell no to that right there. Okay? Hell no. I mean, how are you going to change our flag of the United States? I think I'm outraged that it's even being considered at this point. And so you guys, I've been on this show a couple of times, and you know how I feel about the flag. It's a flag flying out in front of my house right now because, again, I have people that served in the military, but the folks who lived in this house before me left that flag there and asked us to stay and to keep it there. And I'm also an American citizen. But changing our flag, that's outrageous, and I can't even believe that we even having a conversation about it right now.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I do want to show you this before we run out of time. This is the Olympic uniform. The company Ralph Lauren they've designed the uniform again for the U.S. Olympics. The one on the left is for the opening ceremony for the athletes, while the one on the right is for the flag bearer. And you can take a look at that flag there. These jackets, by the way, the white one there has cutting-edge cooling system that's meant to help regulate body temperature. So you're kind of walking around. You can see there at the top of the jacket, it looks like a fan circulating. So you have basically air conditioner with you, so it'll cool things off. But Jesse Jane, you know, red, white, and blue there in the uniforms that our athletes will be wearing. But going back to this flag as well and changes to it, is that an indication that maybe there's a loss of respect going on in the world, that they would even be considering it?
I have to agree with Joe when he said context is everything. If we weren't going through the massive controversies right now that we're seeing coming from the left, people trying to accuse everybody who flies a big flag being an extremist, a white racist, whatever the statements may be, we have to bring back the patriotism and love of our country. The Olympics of all places should be ensuring that we are embracing that red, white, and blue because it is the colors for all Americans and it represents this nation. When you start turning it into a comic strip version of it, it's almost like you're trying to water it down. Context is everything.
It's really troubling here. Ash, I'll bring you in here to get your opinion, because at some basic level, the flag represents not just the founding of this nation, but the ideals of this nation. The first nation to put on paper that all men are created equal, and then also the first nation to build a document that had within it the capacity for change, recognizing our own imperfections. That seems to be the type of self-awareness the left is encouraging all of us to have today, and yet they seem to lack the self-awareness of just how tremendous an accomplishment America still existing today truly is.
Right, and that's the irony behind it, is that we're the only country in the world that you can go and defame the flag and still represent that country in the Olympic Games, or defame the flag in the country and be able to say whatever you want. But the reality is it's that flag and the symbolism of that flag that gives them the right to do that. And so I just find it irony and ironic that those people, the people that want change and diversity here in America, and you know, I don't agree with them, but I can sometimes understand where they're coming from. But at the end of the day, valuing our flag and holding it up is what gives them the right to do that. If they were in China, Cuba, for example, earlier in the program, those citizens don't have that right. And the flag is what gives them that right. And that's why it's just so disappointing to see.
Yeah, I wonder if athletes who do disrespect the flag, Derek, I know you want to say something, should they be banned?
Yeah, I think they should. But what I was going to add, Heather, is, you know, we sat over the weekend and we watched the EUFA, the football soccer championship. And it's amazing because you see these people, they drape themselves in their flag, they paint their flag on their faces. I mean, they are proudly represented with their flags. Why is this such a problem here in the United States?
Yeah,
It's outrageous to me.
I don't know. I don't know how it's taken a turn where patriotism is now being demonized in this country, and we certainly need to take some steps to reverse that. And hopefully, if we, watch what's happening in Cuba, will be a lesson to us that we should value our freedoms here in America.
Absolutely. Jesse Jane Duff, Ash Wright, and Derek Holly, thank you so much for joining.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.